All right, let's see here. You see there's my chickens, and there's the chicken coop that I built this year. This is not the one we're talking about. I'm really proud of it. Now these chickens would like to come out, so bear with me here as I show off what I'm proud of here. I built this year. Look it up here, see, yeah. Craigslist, old pallets, everything's reclaimed wood. And this is the chicken coop, because we started off eggs. There's some more eggs down here too. Eggs! Anyways, we started off like never owned chickens before, always wanted to. And so I built this one. And we ended up having 4 of these guys. Actually, probably those 4 right there. I think that one might be new. He's a little bit runty. She's a little bit runty. But you get the idea. And we had 4 in here, and it was cozy. I definitely wouldn't do 5. I think 3 might be better, but 4 can live in this one just fine. This guy right here, the exposure kind of sucks, and I apologize about that. This is a real roof. There we go. There, we're real roof. I made this. This is a piece of wood here, apparently, but I made this out of reclaimed patio wood, actually. I had some concerns about the chickens living in it, but they are fine. If your nephew has a truck, it'll go right in. I don't have my measuring tape on me. I forgot my measuring tape, so I can't show you exactly how big it is. Now this right here, oh, pardon me, excuse me. This right here, I don't plan on sending this with the unit, the whatever that thing is called, I forget. Because I had invented this thing to where I could move it around the lot, because I got a little bit of space, not a lot. I don't have that back there, just this, a little bit, so I can move it around, and the chickens would be happy and all that. And being how big it ended up being, it was pretty much a bad idea. As you can see, she has been used, and it's going to need some work. I have this part here where this is a door that opens upwards. I guess it's seen better days. There we go. Well, I mean, I can't really get a good video of it, but hopefully you get the idea. I might redo that, because I didn't like, it's 4 foot tall. It's 4 foot tall. I don't have the measurements of how wide it is. I think it's 8 feet wide. Don't quote me on that. And probably however long, like maybe 12 feet long. I don't know. The tarp obviously stays with me. We got to where we were putting a tarp over top of it for when it was raining, and we just kind of left it on, because I honestly use it as like a table out here. And you can see where the door is there, because that whole area right here, there's the hinges. The whole thing flips upwards, because I was thinking that it would be easier to get in and access everything, but in actuality, a door that opens that way is kind of more of a pain. I'm thinking about maybe putting a door right, sorry, I can't seem to get it in the picture, but I'm thinking about maybe putting a door right here for you. I haven't decided, first year with chickens. Anyways, this guy right here, I really don't know what else to say. You can see it's real nice. I'll give it to you. I was hoping to get some money. I was planning on selling this next spring, because we're done with it at this point. And it's worth a lot of money. I would like to get some money for it. If you're not in a position to give any money, then that's fine too. Because I think you would really enjoy it. See, look, here's another spot that I've got to fix. Because I didn't want to fuss with opening up this big door thing. So I cut a hole in the top, and I was just dumping chicken feed in, And over here somewhere, right there, is a feeder that didn't work out, and if you want it, I can bring it out too. All right. The idea, it's all messed up now, but the idea was that all the food would go down in the top, and then it would just work its way out. That's like a month's worth of food, but it was caking in the bottom, and it just didn't work. So we end up just kind of like throwing it by the wayside. If you want, I can bring it out and you can fuss with it. If you want, maybe you can put some plastic on the inside, make it smooth. Maybe put a little angled piece of wood down there at the bottom. I don't know. Me, if I were you, I would just leave it alone. Yeah. There we go. Well, no, it doesn't quite fit the way it should, but you get the idea. And it's got little handles here and there, and you can pick them up off of it. And there's a frame here. It needs to be reattached. That everything holds against the side of that that unit right there. So, like I said, it needs a little bit of work. I've got a lot of important dates coming up, so it would be later this year, maybe closer to next year. You know, the holiday season's coming up and all kinds of happy horse stuff. If you're interested in it, cool. If you can give some money, cool. If you can't, cool. You know, I think that you'll have a lot of fun with it, and that's the most important part to me. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this thing will fit. Oh, another thing too is that the run breaks down pretty easy. The run isn't that hard to get into a truck, that sort of thing. It all unbolts. But this guy here, I never built it to be taken apart. Or it's not made to be taken apart. And like I said, this is very strong patio wood here. I used the extra thick stuff mostly because it was what I had, but I also figure that it'll help in the winter time. You know, keep some of the heat in because it's so darn thick. Because I mean, look at how thick this wood is. Look at that. I mean, it's 1.5 to 2 inches thick. It is definitely overkill. So yeah, it'll be later this year because I got my my little sister's wedding at the end of the month here, and then God knows when. If your nephew has a truck and is able to pick it up, then I can break down the run, you know, get it all fixed up, and then I can break down the run and get it truck sized, and this whole thing can go in the truck in one load. I can follow it down and then put it together for you on location. Like I said, I keep that unit because I just don't see where you would need that, and I still have some use for it. So like I bolted it to the bottom, and then as soon as I did it, I was regretting it. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm looking at like maybe later this year. I don't know if I can fit, I might be able to take the legs off that unit or maybe saw them off or something. I really don't know. And even if I do, I still don't know if it'll fit in my car. I've got to take measurements, but I'm going to hold off on worrying about any of that until you get back to me about the nephew. And, yeah, that's where we're at. Maybe your nephew can take it down there for you later this year. Get back to me. Let's see what's going on. A little add-on here. A little add-on. Since I happen to have you as a captive audience, I'll show you what I'm up to here. I've got about a ½ acre right there. Like, you can see the difference in the lawns right there. I've got about a ½ acre. So I'll show you what I've got. This is a whole bunch of wood, pallet wood that I had come in, and I got that prepared actually the day that I was coming down the Trish's. This is an aquaponics system that I had to put off for this year. Here, let's feed some fish. Let's feed some fish. Now normally I have like bluegill, bass, carp, whatever, you know, but there's only goldfish in here right now. There's nothing wrong with that. And we'll see them coming up here in a minute. There we go. Can you see that? Oh, yes you can. And look, there's the chickens out there too. And the reason why I asked if you had chickens was because the chicken manure is priceless when it comes to this farming stuff. So if you're doing your garden bed stuff, then the chickens just make everything worthwhile. And they mow your lawn a little bit too. So there's another tank there. It's all temporary. I'll be building more onto it later, but I got caught up on building this year. And that, 4 out of 5 of those garden beds are new this year. Of course, with everything else I'm doing too. So what I want to do here is that pole there is going to disappear, and there's going to be like a very large bookshelf, the same size as that pole. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to about that high of tanks. Be about, I forget, say 5,000 gallons, 10,000 gallons, something like that. And all of it's ported through these tubings here, and there'll be more tubes, more stuff going on. Stop it! Stop it! This is yellow. Yellow comes up and says, feed me, and that sort of thing. So she comes in, she very lightly pecks at me and says, hey, you, hey farmer, give me some food. Anyways, it'll be like a bookshelf, and it gets, all the water gets routed through the plumbing and through additional plumbing that these pallets are going to be used for. And the roots for the plants grow in the plumbing, and they grow up the trellis, and it actually grows off of the fish pee, which is a long story, but it's aquaponics, and you can research it yourself. Here is my compost bin, and I got a load right before I came, and the chickens helped me by scattering it everywhere. See? And that'll be compost here in a couple days. There's where the chicken bath, if you will. They like to bathe in dirt. And you've already seen inside of my chicken coop. And that's a lot of fun right there. I've been out here 3 years, a little over 3 years now. I did so much in the last 3 years. Can't even believe it, right? Now, I was growing corn earlier this year here. And I tried to grow broccoli, but it didn't work out. So the field, if you will, the field is fallow right now. There is cucumbers from earlier this year. I had a mildew problem. So you can see there is some mildew right there. Still trying to hang on, and I kept thinking that that was the last week for them. They were going to die, and they just kept on trying. And I should have sprayed them, should have, would have, could have, but did not. So I will have more happening here. There's some blueberry plants back there that didn't take off. I'm going to try to shorten this, but I'm real proud of my work. This is some real awesome stuff. And like I said, this is not much bigger than your postage stamp too. And just like you, I'm in town and I'm fighting with all the laws and whatnot, trying to work my way through. I am lucky that I do not have an HOA. Speaking of which, I wanted to add on that when it comes time for you to get your chickens, if there's a problem and you have to like do something with your chickens later, we might be able to take them. We can probably work something out, and I'll give you some money for your time and effort. Here are my peppers. Here, like you just text messaged me and I was like, huh, what? You know, here are my peppers. All of this. And there's like a problem with the color on the phone, so I wish you could see this in real life because it is so pretty with all the different colors that are happening here. Because look at, now that looks right for real life. You see how it's like a deep red. These peppers are so happy, so excited. Look at all these peppers, dude. And see, I also have bell peppers too. Like I mentioned, that the seeds from these, you can go ahead and try to plant them. I don't know what's going to come out because it's got these guys for neighbors. So you're probably going to get some kind of weird hybrid from this guy and this guy. Maybe you'll get some that are good. Maybe you won't. Those are a bunch of tomatoes. They're coming and going. I've had a lot of problems with insects. Like I said, this one's second year for this garden bed. And the rest of these are first year. So I didn't expect to get anything, and it did very well. I'm going to try to wrap this up, but there's so much going on here. And I'm just getting to that point where you are, where I'm starting to run out of room. And I'm starting to bot up into myself here. I've got a little fire pit area here for the family. There's all of my fire pit wood / new garden beds, right? Those are the pallets that I cut up for the stickers over there. And of course I have some real firewood. That's a tree that used to be a tree, and I cut it down. It was all termites and whatnot, and there it is. Broke my chainsaw doing it. These guys right here, I planted 10 of them. You can't see it yet. There you go. Now you can see it. That's a cherry bush tree thing. And you see there's one there and one there. You can't tell. And there and there and there. I don't know if you can see the row in the video. You certainly can't see it on the screen. And then there's another row of them here. You can sort of see that one right in front of us. See, it's kind of winterish. So, and it's the first year for them. The clay soil gave them trouble. They're also competing with the grass, and I didn't realize that at first. So next year they're going to do a lot better. This year was, you know, so-so. Yeah, so-so. But maybe in a couple years I'll have lots and lots of cherries, because these bushes here will get to be, about that tall. And they'll give me lots and lots of cherries. Over here, like I said, my, God, this video is getting long. I do apologize. I am so sorry. This is, whatever that was that I said it was. Jackfruit, jack bean, jack into the box. I don't know. And so that's grown to be like twice the size in the last month or so. And you see, it's getting a little bit cold for them out here. I need to get my inside put back together and built. And nope, haven't gotten there yet. Too freaking busy. These are touch-me-nots. If you're not familiar with a touch-me-not, now you are. Hey, pretty cool, huh? I like growing weird things. Go ahead, keep going. The whole thing will, oh, well, the you know, it'll fold down too, and it's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not cooperating. And if you're interested in touch-me-not, there are a bunch of seeds right there that I can get to you, and you can grow your own. Pretty cool, huh? And it's like the battery's running low and I'm running out of space on the phone. And rosemary. Not a whole lot going on over here because I usually grow ginger, but it's been giving me trouble. That is a raspberry bush. I was growing blackberry. It was all the way up to the gutter, but it wasn't producing any fruit. Blueberry again. I hear a drone. Look at that. There's a drone up there. And it's not mine. Anyways, there we go. That's a lemon tree. We're coming along there. And like I was saying, pretty cool. I don't have any of my batteries charged. I got one of those, Trish got me one of those super expensive drones. Here we are. This is Peach. Peach, having my trouble up here. Not Peach. What's this one? Pear. Pear. This one is one of those 5 types of pears that I was talking about. Citrus, plum, whatever. Look how big that has gotten in the past couple of years. It's another garden bed with stuff. Just stuff. Like that's a grapevine there, but I'm going to have to tear it out. Basil. And this is 2 more of those 5-in-1s. They're both apples, so they have all different types of apples up there. Anyways, that's where we're at. Pretty cool. Bye.